Your child is upset, they throw a toy on the floor and you lose it and you're like, I already told you cannot throw toys on the floor, you're going to break them, remember that toy you broke last time, and you cannot, these things cost money and I don't have money to spend away, and you're just giving like this huge, and your child is just like ignoring you and they just leave, they start playing with something else, or they throw another toy on the floor and it's just like they are not listening. And guess what? They are not listening. And that has to do with their developmental stage. So it's really important when we are parenting that we understand what our children's brain are able to do and not do. And a child, especially in ages 3 to 6, and in this age group, children, they are still very much, led by their emotions. And as any person, even you, right, if you have your emotions really high, you cannot think rationally. You will end up doing and saying things you don't want, right? With your child, it's much worse because, again, their brain is very underdeveloped. So the first step, if you want your child to even have the chance of listening to what you have to say, is to help them regulate. So you need to regulate yourself first, so you're not like, ah! And then you need to help them regulate. Once their emotions are down and they are able to think rationally, or more rationally than before, that's when you're able to correct the behavior. So always connection before correction. The other thing is that in this age group, children still, especially when their emotions, because they are not completely self-regulated, they will not be able to, if you give them too many words, their brain will get overloaded because they are still feeling some emotion and they still want whatever they want, or they are still feeling the disappointment, frustration, whatever caused the behavior. And if you're saying too many words, they will not be able to, they will just feel even more overloaded, and it will turn into a power struggle, then making things worse, then getting even more emotional. So you keep it short, right? So if you want to correct the behavior, you have to say, I know you're upset. Mom is also upset sometimes. It's normal to be upset, it's really frustrating, and you cannot throw the toy because otherwise you might break it, period. Not more. You have also to remember that in this age group, preschoolers, they still have a very short attention span, so they cannot be listening to a whole explanation. So you need to always first understand what's causing the behavior, what happened, help them regulate, self-regulate, regulate yourself, help them self-regulate, empathize to help bring their emotions down, name the feeling, explain to them it's normal to have those emotions, and then correct the behavior by being very concrete and short. We don't do this because, one sentence. Instead, when you're feeling this and that, do that instead. If you want my help to put this in practice, comment help below.